already. So. You think so? Thank you. How you doing, boy?
So together we had 12, so we went 25. Because that's half. And here he is now, just arriving, getting himself set up. But we're not too far in. We're
recording because you're late. Don't get in the way of the camera now. Don't be blocking my view.
Right.
This is dirty.
How you guys doing over there?
Hey, you know those guys over there?
They're in the band.
They're in the band? Well, you didn't tell me that.
That's corn.
We're just cute.
Yeah,
You're corn? Well, you're not quite as cute as the guy closest to me. I'm sorry. You look like you've been more fucked up in your life than he has.
You better be careful. We're going to come over there with a camera.
Okay, come over here. Come over here.
Yeah, you guys are welcome to come over here and participate with us if you like.
Yeah.
But we have already talked about Cathy's involvement in what she did during COVID.
What she did during COVID?
Yeah, she
I flipped my mattress more than I have ever flipped my mattress before. I tell you what, I rotated it like every 2 weeks, and I flipped it at least once a month.
Were you afraid of COVID bed bugs?
No, it's fucking in bed all the time. You know, it starts sagging.
Oh, yeah.
You can't do that with those pillow tops, dude.
Yeah, I got a pillow top. I can't
you
do
can't flip it. You can rotate it.
I can rotate it.
I bet yours is like this.
No, mine's brand new. I just got it literally a month ago. It ain't broke down yet.
We just threw one away. The one that had the big indentation. My husband, he couldn't flip it.
Gotcha. Your husband had a big indentation?
Yeah, he's always in the same spot. We rotated it.
Now, are you guys at the point of your life where you're sleeping in separate bedrooms?
Fuck, we've been there for a long time. Huh?
So y'all all done fucking?
Yes, thank you, bless. Yes, thank you, super sweet.
It all started back when I was going through menopause.
Oh, God.
And then you kind of lose your urge, you know, and you're living with a man who can't do anything right. Because nobody can do anything right when you're going through menopause. Huh? Yeah, no, I mean, men, they fucked up, right? He couldn't even sleep right. Motherfucker couldn't snore right. Huh? When I was going
Did
through
you get him a CPAP?
Shit. When I was going through menopause, it didn't matter if I'd gotten him a pony. He still wouldn't have ridden it right. Menopause kind of takes a hold of you like that.
Well, thankfully, I don't expect to have to go through that myself.
Well, you keep getting divorced before you have to go through it.
Right?
Huh?
I'm only divorced twice. Don't be hard on me.
Have you stayed with any of them through menopause? No.
Well, luckily, they got rid of me. I'm a hard person to live with.
I can't even imagine anybody marrying you. So
Well, there you go.
And I like you.
I appreciate it.
I mean, I don't love you.
I know.
But you're a good driver.
I appreciate that. I only do it for a living. You know, that's how I get by.
And you're so funny sometimes.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Occasionally, I get by doing that.
Yeah. What about Mo?
What do you got to ask Cathy tonight?
Cathy, so when you had hot flashes, did that affect your
My libido?
Yeah, your libido. I don't know. I know what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, you don't really want to have sex when you're sweating and you're having anxiety.
I wonder if my ex-wives were going through that because they all wanted fans running.
And how did he feel about it when you told him, like, hey, I want you to get the fuck out of my room?
I didn't tell him. I just sleep on the couch. Well, I mean, I'm not going there. We're not going into my marriage.
No.
There's nothing funny about dysfunctional.
Got it.
The funniest thing that I've ever done is one of the reasons we bought this new house and it had 2 bathrooms.
Come back on a Wednesday. We do comedy here.
Every time I would go in his bathroom and see his toothbrush, it would just sicken me. Because it was just.
Did he not replace it?
No, he used so much toothpaste. I mean, it's just so fucking wasteful. And then he would rinse all that toothpaste out, so his toothbrush would be sitting there on the counter with all this god shit in it. And I used to clean his shower because I tried to be a good wife once in a while.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, nobody doubted that.
No, well, I doubted it. And so I went in to clean his shower. God, his shower's fucking, excuse me, it's filthy.
You don't have to worry about what you say.
And so, and the sink was filthy. The sink was filthy. And that toothbrush was just sitting there. And so I cleaned the toothbrush. And then in order to clean a shower, you got to get in it and get naked. Because it's a big shower.
Okay, that must be a real big shower.
You can't just clean it from, the doorway into the shower. You have to get in it. And so I took that spin toothbrush in there. And
that's a long day.
And hey, it usually takes 3 or 4 hours to clean.
I was scared to say, if you're using a toothbrush to clean shower.
No. First I cleaned his toothbrush and then I jerked off with it. And then, because I just wanted to see if something that tiny on my clit would work. And then I used it to clean the grout and didn't clean it and put it back in place.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So how does he feel about you doing comedy? Like him being the butt of a lot of your jokes?
He's not the butt of a lot of my jokes.
Oh, I mean,
do you hear me talk about my husband?
Sometimes.
Well, not on stage.
Not recently.
Once in a blue moon, I say something about him.
I know.
Mainly because I've seen too many comics
so maybe,
get up there and go, I love my girlfriend. I love my wife. And the next week they're divorced.
So maybe I wouldn't say maybe I shouldn't say the butt up jokes, but I'm saying that I think that he might even be a subject of them. How does he feel about that?
He doesn't like me. He doesn't like me talking about him. He's never seen me perform comedy.
Well, my mom just saw me for the first time last week.
I don't think he's ever read any of my poems because one day he mentioned that all I do is write depressing poems.
Okay.
And
that's not true. I've heard your poems.
I know.
That's awkward.
So it's okay. It's all right. I don't mind him not being involved in this.
Do you actually like it?
Yeah.
No, you have enough comedy children throughout this area.
I mean, well, this, for me, he does what he does. I do what I do. I don't need him butting in. You men are control freaks. The next thing you know, he'd be telling me what jokes to say.
Oh, God.
What I can and cannot say. Fuck that shit. I'm already tongue-tied at home. I'm not allowed to talk about certain things.
Good gravy. No wonder y'all are in separate rooms.
Well,
what do you think? How long have you been married?
31 years.
And what is this?
We've been together 32 years.
Give us some tips.
20.
Give us some tips.
You gotta be a good woman. You just gotta be able to get over it and take shit. Realize the big picture.
I've tried to tell all my wives they just gotta take it.
It just doesn't matter,
I'm glad that got left.
In the end, it really doesn't matter.
What does it matter?
None of it.
I love it.
How important is it? I care about him and I care for him. Like, I'm not going to wipe his ass.
Trust me, my ex-wife got to that point too.
That she wasn't going to wipe your ass yet?
Well, I mean, you get stabbed 11 times and stuck in a hospital bed.
No, I ain't doing this.
Thank God for home health is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You're going to have to get it. I wouldn't even roll your fucking ass.
Well, it'd take 3 of you.
Yeah, well, and now, there's no way.
All right, so.
But he wouldn't wipe mine, so why should I wipe his? That's right.
That's what you said?
But,
they came.
Okay.
Yes, they did.
Oh.
So,
anything happened in the news that really intrigued you? You heard about that lady that DoorDash that stabbed the DoorDash lady for $2 tip?
No, I don't.
Watch the news?
No. Well, I know that Jimmy Carter died.
Oh my God! How do you feel about that?
Well, I kind of liked him as the president.
I was an infant when he was a president.
He was a farmer, and he was really I think a man's inhumanity towards man is an atrocity. I think that we're all panty-wadded about the wrong things.
Yeah, I get it.
You know.
Um,
But this is supposed to be funnier than person and talking
well, yeah. I mean, but we talk about real stuff.
But I like the peanut farmer, and
Is the peanut farmer
that's
Jimmy
what,
Carter?
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you know that.
I did know that.
I don't.
Between him and George Washington Carver, those are the only two
That's
people.
the person I thought about.
That's the only two people I've ever heard of doing freaking peanuts.
They just took over the game. I never heard about Jimmy Carter, but maybe they connected. Oh no, Carver and Carter is different names.
Yeah, it is. So let's see.
Who's your least favorite president? Not to cut you off, my bad.
No, it's cool.
Who's your least favorite? Because you had a favorite, so who's your least?
I didn't call it my favorite.
You said you liked it.
Oh, you like, my bad, all right, I'm putting words in your mouth.
Yeah, don't put it. I'm not one of these people who has a favorite color. I mean,
well, who was the
you know,
president?
I don't have a favorite band. I don't have a favorite genre of music.
Okay.
I know what I don't like.
Understandable. So who's you liked that president? What's one you didn't like?
He was a decent sort of dude.
Yeah, he did have good humanitarian efforts.
Who was one you didn't like?
Well, besides Reagan, Nixon.
So basically, if they have an R after their name, she's out.
No. I don't care if they have an R or not, because I am not a biased, or I try not to be biased. I'm certainly, some of my best friends have R's in front of their name and after their name.
Okay, got it.
And they love,
I just got to edit.
And they love Trump.
Well,
and I'm still friends with them because they're good people.
Right.
Okay? They're good people. And they don't try and convince me. They don't try and change me, but they're good
That's
people.
good people. How do you feel about my bad?
But you know, I have my sort of and can put up with Mr. Trump,
Okay.
former president, now president.
Whether you like Trump or not, how do you feel about being a woman and the idea of having a woman president possibly? And maybe the chance you get to see that. Yeah.
I was all up for it. Especially if she's going through menopause. I have
Cathy be here relating. She just be sitting here relating.
Just end a war. I mean, I'm like, all right, if you're going to put bitches in the army, you make sure every one of them is hormonal.
At that time.
You know,
yeah. You get all the menopausal women
and put them in the army.
And all the women who've been abused by their partners.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to give them bitches a gun.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And a couple of planes to blow things and bombs, yeah.
So I've had this whole theory ever since Hillary ran. I said, we got to put a woman, in office because she's going to have a bad day one day going through menopause and just be like, where's the fucking box? I want to hit the button, because she's going to make Lake Iraq or something like that. I mean,
I heard about that,
yeah. I mean, it's just a problem waiting to happen because women are very emotional.
And your Yahoo presidents like Trump are gonna push a button at the wrong time too.
Oh no, I know that he's angry.
Bitches have syphilis and gonorrhea and all sorts of.
He's half tempted to freaking put a button on us.
Yeah, well.
Anyway,
he's he's not the most balanced critter on the face of the earth.
No,
I think that no matter.
Go ahead.
No matter how emotional or emotional, like you said, I think it goes on both sides. I know some niggas who are just as emotional as bitches. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I just feel like it's about the individual. Because I know some women who are heartless, who are just very maybe they'll change with menopause, but I know some women who are tough cookies, and you would go. They give a masculine vibe as far as when it comes to the idea of lack of emotion. So I think it would be a thing. But I just wanted to know that'd be cool because especially having a daughter. I think all right. So when Obama became president, I didn't vote for him or nothing like that. But I thought it was cool for my kids to see a president that had some pigmentation or whatever. I just thought it was cool for them to see that because it made it more realistic. When I was growing up, if somebody would have told me I could be the president, I would have been like, really, no. It doesn't seem real because nobody ever done it before me.
Yeah, it's fantasy.
But by seeing somebody that looks kind of like me who's done it, I think that does make it just more realistic to a person that's, at least for me, as coming back from my mind as a kid to go,
Right.
that's a real thing I can do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I want to switch gears here for a second. This being our end of the year special and our last podcast before we come
When are we
back
getting our
next.
kids back? Not to cut you off again.
Oh, we're going to do it sometime next few weeks.
Because my son keeps asking me, he wants to, are we going to podcast today? I said, not today. We got to.
Yeah, because I mean, we canceled last week so that way we could have a little Christmas break for ourselves.
Yeah.
But with this being the end of your thing, I've already mentioned the fact that me and you have a goal of performing
25 and 25.
25 states.
Did you realize that was a coincidence?
Yes.
Did you realize that?
Yes.
It goes with everything.
Yeah.
It goes
25 and 25.
25 and 25. But
That's
but it took me about at least a week or two to realize that.
Right.
It actually made sense.
But what I wanted to do was I wanted to ask Cathy. Cathy, what are your goals in comedy in the next year?
Oh, good question.
My goals in comedy are to be funny. I just want to be funny.
Well, that's not a problem.
Yeah,
And-
you already got it.
And my goals in poetry are I want to get another book out.
Oh, okay.
And so I am going to try, I don't want to say it publicly, but I'm going to try really hard to get a manuscript done this week.
Are you going to self-publish again?
No, I didn't self-publish. I
Okay.
had published.
Forgive me. Forgive me. I misunderstood. Forgive me.
Somebody read that and said, we need more copies.
Good job. Anyway,
So I want to do another book, and I really, this one I want to be really depressing.
Okay.
really?
So,
In a comical way or just in general, you just want depression?
well,
Are you just trying to impress your husband? That thinks you only do negative
how
poetry?
can I impress him when he won't fucking read it?
No, I know. I was just kidding.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you said you don't care about that. You said, right?
No,
Yes, I
I
ain't
don't
gonna
care
lie.
about impressing him.
And no, not even pressing them, but the idea, like, one of my biggest thing about being an artist is I kind of want the person who's considered my companion to be appreciating my art. Is that a wrong thing, or should I get let go of that type of idea? How do you feel about that too, Andy? Before
I
you
think
answer
you're
that,
awful needy now, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, I mean,
Well-
especially when, you know, why you need someone else to like you, like yourself?
No, I like myself.
Shit. Oh,
But
baby, you're so good. Oh, baby, yeah, that's all you
don't call me. You
fucking
gotta
do.
call me sir.
Hey, that's all you
Oh, sir.
Here we go.
Just
Oh,
want,
sir, you
just, he wants his partner to be appreciative.
Well,
Head him all.
well, considering none of the women that I've
Jesus. And then fucking know you gonna pet her ego? Huh? You gonna be so busy doing your self-centered comedy shit that you ain't gonna have no time, but you want your partner to pet your ego and tell you, oh, I'm so glad you're on the road and not
You're
home.
so funny.
Oh.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
well, I don't necessarily
I'm wrong.
need that.
You're wrong.
No, I
I
don't.
mean, it depends how long you want your relationship to last.
No, I just. Not you about to say here we go.
Oh, I was just going to say, I don't
Thank
need
you
that
very
because
much.
I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Goose.
He doesn't need any more Splenda.
She's taking it away now.
Jesus Christ.
I've personally been in 3 different relationships as a comedian, and not a single one of them was a fan of me being a comedian.
Think about how helpful that could be.
It is helpful because now I don't want you there. I have learned that I don't need the validation of my significant other on stage, but it doesn't mean I don't want somebody that's supportive at home to be a muse and help me have ideas and talk through potential new bits.
That could be helpful.
Yeah, that part's
no.
fine.
You don't want that.
I don't want to muse.
He does.
Well, if you want to muse, find it somewhere else, not your partner.
Why not?
Because then it's all about you again. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you.
I mean, isn't that what we do as comedians?
What? Being all about
Make it
you?
about us?
No, being narcissistic people that stand on a mic, elevated,
And
illuminated.
you want a partner to
No.
help you?
Yes.
No, I just want to be able to run ideas by them
And they'll
to make
say-
sure I don't make
and
an
they'll
ass
be
of
just
myself
like
up
what-
there.
But you make an ass of yourself up there anyhow.
I know. That's because I'm single.
single.
He has nobody to run the ideas by.
No. You're single because you're an ass.
But if he had somebody to run his ideas by.
Oh no, that wouldn't help him.
Damn it.
He's gonna be an ass no matter what.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, that just goes with the territory.
But I think can I say
that's stamped on my DNA.
No, you're a man. Men are asses.
Okay, all right, and I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm gonna say that, but I just think that when you think about somebody that's a great man, right? They seem like they have support from their significant other. Imagine if Obama or even Trump is running.
Trump ain't got no support.
He got his wife.
Fuck, where's she at? She's fucking 10, 20 feet behind her. You seen her?
You might have messed up.
You seen her in this hole?
When he first ran for president, she was there.
Yeah, she was there, but she
looked like a statue.
She was doing speeches and stuff.
She was.
Didn't she just get caught for stealing the speech or something like that too? They said she stole
No.
Obama's speech.
I don't know. I don't know nothing. I don't watch the news.
Oh.
Hey, Goose, am I going to get some mozzarella wedges?
Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me.
Oh, that's awesome.
I just want to make sure they're fresh.
Okay, appreciate that.
Whoa, I would never do that.
I know.
Yeah, big one.
No, she's just a plant from Russia. I mean, that baby she has with Trump, that was
That's a
it was it was in vitro.
Oh, blessed be Jah,
Yeah, it was a
Test tube.
immaculate.
Literally.
It was AI.
AI pregnancy.
Artificial insemination. That's the first AI.
But I just feel
Okay.
AI. But I just feel like it would be good to have a supportive partner.
Yeah, I mean,
For
I'm
anybody.
glad you feel that.
For anybody, though. I think
Yes, it would be, but it just doesn't. It happens and it doesn't. You have to look at support and decide what you're willing to accept as support.
Oh, I like that too.
Okay.
I like that.
Be philosophical about it.
Yeah.
How much are you willing to support your wife's or your partner's, endeavors? I didn't mean to assume that you.
I've never been married.
she was talking about your gender and time.
I was assuming that you were married.
I was going to be with a woman, yes. Nothing wrong with any other type of female, but the ones that were born female, that doesn't affect anybody.
So regardless, you have to kind of put it in proportion. How much are you willing to accept? What is enough? And if you want more than what your relationship has, maybe you're being too needy.
Oh.
Or maybe you just want to be alone.
So that actually brings up a very, very good point that you brought up earlier.
My husband, if I had been doing comedy when I was running the farm, training the horses, driving my daughter everywhere, and then I was saying, all right, well, now you got to do this, this, and this, because I'm going to do stand-up comedy, that wouldn't have flown too well.
Yeah.
All right? Now, he supported me in my endeavors with all the other things I did.
Yeah.
Half-assedly, but...
But when you're training the horse, you don't want somebody to come out there and go,
I was too busy. What
do you train a horse to do?
Run.
All right, Kentuckians. I'm from New York. I don't know what
exactly. They have horse racing in New York.
They don't train them there. They probably come from Kentucky.
No. They train them. I worked in New York.
I'm just
Saratoga. You ever hear of it?
I don't know. I'm from Queens, New York. It's
okay.
Out there.
It's all right. We train them
to run.
We train them to run, and then once we do a lot of early training. So sometimes we teach them how to be ridden. Most often that's done on the farms,
okay.
And then we'll get them before they've gotten fit.
Also, I teach you how to jump and stuff too?
No, we don't do that.
That's what I see.
There's hunters and jumpers.
That's what I was wondering if that was something.
It's like writing a novel or writing a poem or writing.
Okay,
it's just a different.
But the one you trained was just running them.
We are thoroughbreds for racing.
Okay.
And we teach them how to
run
out
fast.
Of the gate.
Yeah,
absolutely. Teach them how to pace.
Do you break
themselves.
them also?
We've broken some. I used to break a lot on the farm.
What would you do with them then? You got
breaking means you teach them how to be ridden.
You teach them how to be ridden with the saddle.
No, when we break them, then we're breaking them down.
Oh, not breaking them like now it can't
No,
work.
we're breaking them down.
All right.
And when we break them down, then they can't work. then
Oh,
you're
that's cool.
broke down.
Okay, I get it.
And then you change your name to Elmer.
All right, that's what I'm thinking. You're gonna put them in broken, yeah, blue or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
No, well, we don't do that in this
No,
country.
I know that.
What?
I know that. It's
We
a
don't do
misnomer.
those.
No,
Horses don't make glue.
yes, they do.
They do, but
Not here in America.
It's illegal to do it with thoroughbreds.
yes,
Oh, only with like punk horses.
like quarter horses, saddlebreds,
Well, no,
Tennessee walkers.
there's some rules governing horses going to slaughter in America now.
Opposed to other countries.
Yes, well, other countries do raise horses for food.
Oh yeah, they eat them. Yeah, they do eat them, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
I mean, and then so for people to say, oh, we're sending our horses over to, slaughtering them here and sending the meat to Europe for them to eat. No.
Well, first of all, that doesn't work.
They're breeding, like we breed cows
Yeah,
for consumption. They're breeding horses
to eat.
And they follow all the guidelines
That you
their
have to
country
do.
has.
Feed the horses a certain
Yeah,
way.
right. You're not going to starve them.
Right.
But all these horses that go through slaughter in this country, the hype is that we're sending them to Europe to eat,
Yeah,
or we're
nobody wants
making
that meat.
glue out of them, and we're not. They're probably going into dog food.
What?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Thank you so much. Oh, I don't need it. I'm just gonna dip it.
So that's sort of, but that's only an opinion. I have no proof. Right?
So-
That's my opinion.
Did
My
we talk
opinion
about the New
is-
Year's Eve thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
we talked about that at the very beginning. That's one of the things I was doing to stall for you to get here.
Well, come here tomorrow. Anyway,
Yeah, it's
Get
going to
some
be
of
a
this
good time.
food. They're gonna look at these good mozzarella wedges, and they're gonna have a bunch of other stuff. And
Oh God,
Rowan 20s. I don't know what that means, but it sounds fun.
it means dress up like you're coming from the 1920s.
Could you dress normal?
See, but it's
Yeah.
his costume.
Yeah.
So you can dress any way you want if you're in costume.
All right, good
So
job.
If
show
I
up as a
came, I
vampire.
would come naked.
That makes sense. What will be your costume?
My
Birthday
costume will be no costume.
No, I'm saying, what would you? Would you be the New Year's baby?
I'm pretty flaccid.
Just a naked lady? Just a naked lady. What
I
is
ain't
your
gonna ride
costume?
no goddamn horse
I'm
in
a
here, so
naked
I'm not gonna be Lady Godiva.
When you first got involved in comedy, what was your goals when you first got involved? Just to be funny?
Yeah. I mean, I was afraid to go out of the house. I started comedy like most people do for therapy,
Okay.
because I'd been hurt, brain, and then I shattered my ankle the end of 2014, and I didn't really start walking until almost the end of 2015. So I was afraid to leave the house. I took a class at the Carnegie Center on comedy writing with a gentleman named Josh Filipowski, and he became my mentor. He was first my teacher, then my mentor, and now my friend. And he got me to go to open mics, and I tell you what, I was scared. I
Terrified.
mean, I hadn't been in bars for a long time. Also, I started comedy in 2016. So, for me, it was, I've been married. I have my own business. I'm not going to dive bars. I mean, I did poetry. I did limericks when I first, I just get up and I go, there once was a farmer from Kentucky or, who thought herself very lucky. I can't remember the rest of it. That's an old one.
I thought it important.
Like my,
Not comically.
there
yeah.
once was a farmer named Cathy, and her legs were spread. She was happy, yeah. Until one day a hoof found its way into the side of her head.
Oh, man.
Now she's daffy. And so I would do those short limericks. I used to do them with my age. So, I'm 60 and this doesn't sit well with me. No one will play with my titties. And my breath is starting to smell shitty. Yeah.
Wow.
And, something like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think that one you say I never licked nothing that was shit.
Yeah.
It's 17, 18.
Well, we're gonna have to wrap up here in the next 10 minutes or so. So,
Are you going to improv?
I am going to go to improv. Yes. Shout out to the improv people. I will be there. Also tonight, if you're watching this and it's live and you're watching it live, I will be hosting Timmy 2 times. I will be the host tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Try to do something like they did last week with some random topic just to spice it up so I can hear some different jokes. So
that'd be pretty cool. I might make it after I get back from playing the tapes.
okay, shout out to them.
But yeah, I'm going to be at Planet of the Tapes in Louisville tonight. I'm going to try to go to the show at Louisville Comedy Club on Wednesday. I don't know if I'll be on it. I was supposed to be on their open mic, so I'm going to try to sneak onto their 50 comic New Year's first jokes.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, they got 50 comics coming through doing a first joke, doing a minute and a half.
Somebody might not be. Somebody might mess up.
Somebody might not show up. I might try to sneak
out of 50 people.
Somebody not
I'm
showing
saying
up.
5. 5 people don't show up.
That probably.
That's a good number. That's
Yeah.
1 out of every 10.
Yeah. So Kathy, where are you at next?
Looks like January 9th. Is it the 9th or the 7th? I need a calendar.
What kind of phone is that?
It's iPhone. It's me.
I'm at Comedy Off Broadway, January 7th.
Oh yeah, that is one of the best mics, open mics in the entire country. They usually fill up the entire room, and it's got a 200-seat room. So if you have nothing to do on a Tuesday night, you're in the Lexington area, take $5 and go out to Comedy Off Broadway
The first Tuesday of the month.
The very first Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. And they have 20-ish comics come through, and it is 3 minutes at a time, and they are just going to run roughshod through
Why do you think they don't do every other week or at least every week?
Because of the inability to have consistency with hosts and stuff like that.
They want a crowd too. They want people to come in. And
so understandable, I think.
So you
think if they did more, less people would come?
Yes. That's what they think. And then we've seen it in Lexington.
Because they did used to do it twice.
There used to be, when Joe Deuce and Kyle Fields were here, there were probably five mics.
At Broadway?
In Lexington, with just one still being a Comedy Off Broadway, or 2. And it got up to almost, probably 6 a week.
Yeah, we were 6 to 10.
And then it got so there was nothing.
Yeah, COVID destroyed everything.
Well, before that, it started getting light.
Well, I was gone then. I was out in Florida.
Yeah. But when I started, there were mics left and right. And now it's pretty light. It got up to. So I may come here January 1st.
I plan on being here.
It depends on how my day goes, how much I drink in the morning.
All right.
Because it's the only day I drink in the morning.
I've got 19 bottles of bourbon at the house. I'm going to have to start drinking more.
And then I don't have anything else booked for...
when do I have you on my next show? I thought I put you on like a January or a February, didn't I?
I don't think so.
I thought I put you on February too.
Oh, February 14th I'm on. So
I knew that's what I did my whole thing. Like,
yeah, I'm on your 14th show too.
Yeah, you are.
What's it called?
Mo's January 14th show.
Dirty 4.5 Days of Love.
There it is.
That's a short relationship, isn't it?
Right. Well, guys, we appreciate everybody that has tuned in today. We're sorry for the early broadcast. Like I said, there's some improv stuff going on early tonight, and there's also me having to drive to Louisville, Kentucky to perform this evening out at Planet of the Tapes. So we had to run through here and do this early, and we hope that we catch you guys next time on Friday. I'll have to check to see who our guest is, but I think it's Greg Brown.
Oh, there you go.
So
Greg Brown?
I think so. I'll have to check, but I'll put the next guest in the comments on the live video, and we'll see you then.
Did you put your grill on cooking?
Me, I got to straighten it.
Yes. It's a little wonky.
Thanks. Have a good night.
Good night.
Yep, there you go. There you go the thing for what you call it. Come see us.